Hey, what is up guys? It's your boy Speed here, and today I wanted to look at a legend game and break down the laning stage very slowly but surely so that you guys can see every single mistake that you're making that you don't realize that you're making. The reason why this came to mind as a great video to make is I was recently playing the laning stage in a ranked match of mine, and I lost the lane pretty badly. I was able to recognize why I lost the lane, and it came down to a lot of small fundamentals. And when you add that all together, it basically will put a situation where against the high MMR player, you're gonna get dumpstered. And so hopefully if I can show you guys what these mistakes are, you can improve on them and eventually become a top tier player. By the way guys, if you want to become absolutely broken, well, what you need to do is sign up to the gameleap website down below right now. The reason why you should do that is because every single day we post a new video there. Content that you simply just will never get on YouTube, we post every single day to the website. It's really top tier stuff. I'm very proud of what I make over there. We also have other creators, many of my great friends who are top tier Dota players, creating guides about different heroes, different roles, different items, skill builds, talent builds, everything you need to know to get to the next rank. So if you feel a little bit lost, you're a little bit stuck, click the link down below. I'll see you guys there. And now let's get into the video. So today we're going to be following Kagi on the Kunkka, and he's got very standard good items to start it off. I like the bottle. I like that he has all of his items shift queued, so right then and there, I actually think this is a great thing to do to just win the lane, so definitely no complaints there. Getting to the start of the lane, Kunkka's an interesting hero because you actually have to know specifically when to use Tidebringer, otherwise it's a hard grief. Funny enough, he actually uses creep aggro here. Okay, a little bit late on the Tidebringer. Okay, good CS there. You know, what's funny, a big thing I notice, oh god. A big thing I notice about like mid to low rank players is the biggest issue they have in terms of the laning stage that like really has the highest impact is actually just straight up their inability to last it. So let's watch for this next minute and pay very close attention to like just last hitting. I'll go into other things later on into the video, but like unironically, if you think you're good at last hitting and you're legend or ancient, you're not. And so I'll show you why. Okay, so he goes for the Tidebringer here, a bit of a weird Tidebringer. I would love to see him pull aggro. Okay. Very late on the aggro, but did do it eventually. So honestly, pretty impressive for legend. Okay, good last hit. Let's see what he does under tower. Okay, pretty good. Solid, very solid. That was not bad. Let's see what he does in a 50-50 situation here. Okay, a little bit slow on that CS. Definitely not optimal. Could go for the Torrent here. This is a situation where, yeah, so right then and there, you see what I mean? That's why he has to use the Torrent, but you can't make these mistakes because if this gets denied, your whole lane gets thrown off. And why not use your Q? Right? Think about it, guys. Like, you have to see how big of a mistake this actually is. He's not using his Q when he's full mana with a bottle that's about to be shipped out. Also, if he uses his Q to get this range creep, it also gets him his bottle faster, which he really needs because you're trying to get it shipped out before the 2-minute mark in an optimal situation for the runes. So that's, I mean, thankfully Hoodwink is also kind of bad, so she didn't get the deny, but you see the point, right? That was a huge unnecessary risk. I really do not like the fact that he has yet to cast Torrent in 2 minutes. You know, you guys might be saying, oh, but like there hasn't been some kill attempt. That's not the point. You use it to secure creeps and bully people off of areas. That is what Torrent does, and he's just not doing it. Okay, see another bad Tidebringer. He's just constantly throwing out Tidebringers, and it looks great. Like, the average player would look at this and be like, yeah, he's dominating J-God. But the problem is, J-God is just gonna get a bottle and heal, and even if he ends up killing him here, right? I haven't watched this replay. It's still bad, because this guy is clearly just managing his resources kind of poorly. He's also getting hit by a lot of Tidebringers he probably could avoid based on his bad positioning. But nonetheless, his Tidebringers, while I want him to hit the Hoodwink with the Tidebringers like he is, that's great, he also needs to be thinking about the range creep ahead of time. Very close on the Torrent. But you have to be able to do both if you want to get to the top level. You have to be able to do both. That's the key. Yeah, so I actually really like that Tidebringer there. Using the Tidebringer just for casual harass doesn't put the range creep in the Tyrant. Yeah, this is good. Okay. Bit of a miss on the Torrent, but honestly, very respectable pressure. He even overthought that a little bit. The Hoodwink is playing so bad here. I mean, this is just, I have no idea what Hoodwink is doing. He should honestly just be hitting the Hoodwink. If I was going to throw out a Torrent, I would honestly just throw it here, assuming the Hoodwink's gonna retreat, considering the HP differential. But yeah, I think he's overthinking this one a little bit. I'm glad he tosses out the Torrent though, so an improvement, I would say. Okay, he's actually doing a great job using the Tiebringer level 2, which doesn't put the range creep in deny range, to also harass the Hoodwink. So that's been fantastic. I love that he's doing that. Maybe an X potential here? Oh, this looks like an X to me. So I would potentially run up an X here. And the reason for that, once again, it's the meta, guys. You can be a lot more... In general, I want you guys to be more, like, open with your spells in order to get good. Especially in this meta of water runes, bounty runes. You just have unlimited bottle charges, basically. Like, literally, the amount of mana regen you get is insane. You could also ship out a mango if you need to. It's fine. And so here, this is a situation where if he could get off the Tiebringer and then get an X combo, not only could he maybe kill him, but he would at least drop him low. So it looks like he... Okay, nice. Okay, a bit of a weird execution, but still very good. Okay, bad movement. I don't know why... See, let me quickly cover this movement here. So... As he goes for the X torrent, he goes over, hits, this is fine. He attack moves in front, but then he kind of like goes really far to the right. I don't know why he's going to here. He should go to here. Maybe he's afraid of tanking the tower, but obviously in this situation, I would want you to commit a little bit harder. So a bit of a weird movement to the right. Does shift over to the left, which is pretty good. Kind of just slow reaction time. I don't know how else to put it, like just a bit slow on reaction time, which is gonna end up losing the kill. But overall, really good. I love how much pressure he's putting there with the X. So if he just was a little bit better about his early Tidebringers and Torrent usage, he would have hard dominated. Because currently, I think he is destroying this guy. Okay, his CS isn't the best. Honestly, 14 by 4 is mildly horrendous for Kunkka. And that's the big thing. Anytime players do try to put a lot of pressure, if they're not really good, it ends up griefing their CS. They basically do one or the other. And in this case, it really looks like he's focused on the pressure. So now developing into the back half of the lane, I'm really curious on how he's going to amplify farm. 24 CS by minute 5 on Kunkka is usually considered to be bad. And the reason for that is the small camp is just too easy to farm. So right here, I just want to see him shove in the lane. What I'm afraid that he's going to do is he's going to put too much of a priority on shutting down the Hoodwink. Now, that can be okay if you fully commit to it. Let's see. Okay. Yep, just missed 2 CS to go for some blind torrent. It's not a value play. Okay, so here he actually manages to steal a stack, which is massive. Now he should put a lot of priority on getting the rune. Oh no, what is this? Just get the rune! Okay, good. Oh no. Is he dead? Yeah, he's dead. Okay, let me explain this to you guys. This guy, basically, the key to understanding this here is his gameplay is just straight up unreliable. What do I mean by that, okay? It's inconsistent. The plays that he makes sometimes work, and sometimes they don't. And that's like, you might be like, oh, that's every play. They're just very inconsistent. You might be like, oh, but he's almost killing the Hoodwink. He's like a level and a half up on Hoodwink. Yes, he's done a pretty good job early on pushing the Hoodwink and getting 9 denies. That's solid. So props to him on that. But now these like random kill attempts where he's just like going on the Hoodwink when he either doesn't have vision or when he's half HP and Hoodwink's full HP is a sign of an inexperienced, I don't want to say inexperienced, but a not optimal play. I don't know how else to put it. I feel so toxic, but there's no other way for me to say it. So like, I don't mind him stealing the stack. Is it a little bit risky on his current HP pool? Yes, especially considering Hoodwink does about 600 to 700 HP worth of damage with her 3 spells. This is like exactly that range, but she was level 5 at the time. Now, Hoodwink hits level 6, and he proceeds to run up to her while she's salving, and just X her under the tower. Why? The circumstances change. They change, and this guy's not adapting. He's going for blind kills, he's going for kills at a severe HP disadvantage, and in this case, it even gets him killed because of a good rotation from the Bane, so shout out the Bane. But yeah, just keep in mind, guys, be very careful about your kill selection. It's ruining your games. This guy easily could have 50 CS right now. That would be the much more consistent way to play, or if he was a little bit better about Xing quicker, he probably could have a kill. Okay, so once again, he's invading the enemy side of the map. I don't hate it, but like once, okay, X, why didn't he boat? I guess he thought the arrow would come in, he could follow up with boat. Could have killed Bane. Oh my god! What the fuck? I don't get it, dude. This guy is so inconsistent. Like, sometimes he looks so good on Kunkka, like he has the right ideas, and other times it's just way off. Like right here, this Bane is like 200 HP, right? Bane 100% dies to a Tiebringer here, and it just seems like he doesn't even know. Like, it's crazy because he looks like he's good at Kunkka, what is this, like platinum or something? And he just doesn't know that he could kill this guy with Tidebringer here? Like, this is a free kill, and he just straight up doesn't go for it. He just, like, shoves the wave. Like, he's been going for kills the whole match, and now he does this. Oh my god, what's happening? Okay, next boat. Why are you so far away? Why are you so far away? People do this all the time. It confuses me so much. Okay, ready? He X combos this guy, yeah? X combo, okay, X, boat. Stand right here. Right here. If you're gonna go for the kill, or even just try to get some damage in, don't run into the river. Why does he go this far away? And you might be like, oh, it doesn't really do anything. Yes, it does. You wanna be here if you're trying to commit to this. You wanna be in front of them, right? That's gonna be an extra auto attack. That could end up being the difference. It ends up not mattering, but you see what I'm saying, guys. Little stuff adds up. In the future, if it matters, it could lose you a kill. That could potentially lose you a game. Okay, so he's pushing mid tower here, which I'm not a huge fan of, especially when it's full HP. It's not awful, but he's really fond of just going into the enemy jungle, which is okay to steal the rune. I actually like that. I like taking the bounty. I just want to see him occasionally farm his small camp. It's like mildly insane that he has yet to farm his small camp this game. Okay, lucky arrow. I would not have chased that. Like, just being real with you guys, I would not have chased this kill. The reason for this is it's such a low quality kill. Like, it's like a Bane and you're relying on some random arrow. No spells up, I would not chase and rely on some arrow. And you might think that that's a bad play then, because he ends up getting the kill. But no, he's literally not farmed a small camp once. I can't stress how, like, confusing that is, if you think about it. Like, what Kunkka wants to do when he maxes out Tidebringer. Can he go for kills? Yes. Is his pressure this game working out? Yes, it's working out. But what I would fear is that if this guy's lane doesn't go well, he's screwed. Does that make sense? And think about this from the perspective of your games, all right? If his game goes poorly and he plays this way, which I think he will, based on what he's doing right now, what's going to end up happening is that he will literally be fighting into severe disadvantages, right? And then never farming as well. He won't know the flash farming patterns to catch up. And so yeah, let's continue on. Let's watch for another 2 to 3 minutes, and then we'll end the video. Okay, once again, cutting the wave. At this point, committing to the mid tower it's okay. Currently, he has no vision on anyone on the enemy team besides, okay, he sees the bait now, sees the hoodwink, but he definitely is pretty far up. Okay. Making some space for the mid tower. It's not bad. No way, is he farming the small camp? Yeah! Oh my god, his first time farming the small camp. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Okay, shoving in the mid wave, got the mid tower. Curious to see what he's gonna do next. So this is a big thing where mid laners often don't know what to do. This is where the game kind of devolves a bit for a lot of players. So he ends up TPing top, which I can get behind. Ganking this TP seems like a good option with Moonlight Shadow. Yeah, good. Even though he technically wasn't needed there, I love that rotation. I like it. It's a big kill. They used the Moonlight Shadow, so some synergy with spells there. That was nice. Even though I'm not always a huge fan of just like completely leaving mid, especially like hitting the tower here is a bit meh a lot of the time, but because they're gonna get it, at least I think they're gonna get it, this ended up working out, so nice rotation from him. Let's see what he does next. Okay, shoving in top. I would love to see him just shift back to mid. You don't want to stay top. Okay, let me explain this. This is bad, okay? And we'll end the video here. It's very bad because what's gonna happen as a mid laner when you play top like this, unless you are specifically trying to avoid fighting, this is good then. If you're trying to avoid fighting, this is good. But when you are ahead, and he is obviously ahead, he's having a great game. He's probably having the best game of everyone. Is he top net worth? He's not. Okay, there's a Doom. You know, that's a bit cheap, you know. So there's a Doom. Oh my, he's going Radiance. But the reason why you wouldn't want to stay top here is he's shoving in top, which Luna might want to take at some point. So now Luna can't farm this. Because this mid-tier one is dead, if the wave is here, Luna is going to have no wave to farm, which isn't necessarily the end of the world because she can just jungle from here into her own jungle. That's not terrible, but he's shoving in top. Also, mid is where the most action happens. It's where people naturally are. So if I want to fight and I want to make plays and I want to smoke like this, I need to be mid. This is actually perfect. Oh man, this is perfect. What's perfect is he's like, oh, I need to be at this fight, right? I need to be at this bottom fight. However, the problem is, he's top, so he's got a TP. TPing takes a long time. And so by the time he gets to this, it's not even going to be good anymore. In fact, this play is going to be bad. I hope he doesn't go for it. Yeah, he didn't. And now he's stuck bottom, so I want him to get back to mid now. And you can see this is why you need to be mid. He's getting caught in the side lanes. He's stuck. You can't make any movements here. If the enemy team sees you, which they do now, they can just completely avoid you. They have 90% of the map to farm, basically, right? With knowing you're not a threat. So this is a huge misplay from Kunkka. It's the very classic 2K, 3K play. When you have a good game, you run down the side lanes, you run in towers. It's so bad. You need to make smoke plays from mid into the jungle. You need to shove in mid, clear the near camps by mid. And that's generally what you do. You play around mid, you make plays from mid. You got to keep it that simple. But this, I don't know how they... How do you kill TV? How did TV get caught, dude? He knew they were here. Oh my god. I feel bad because, like, that's... The worst part about that is that's going to make Kunkka think that this is, like, a good play and he should do this again. But, oh, god. All right, nonetheless, I hope you guys learned a lot from that. Remember, get back to mid in the mid game. Right? Make sure you're playing around the mid lane as much as possible when you're ahead. If you're behind, that's when pushing in the side lanes and avoiding engagements is a much more feasible strategy, right? Hopefully that makes sense. And yeah, in the laning stage, just a lot of small stuff. Make sure your plays and the plays you're making are reliable and consistent. Make sure your CS is getting 10 times better. It's not good. If you think you're good at last hitting, you're not. You're not even close. You got a lot of work to go. You got a lot of work to do. But nonetheless, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and I'm out. Peace.
And that's all, but remember, before you leave, come on, before you tune out, subscribe to the GameLeap website where we are going to help you get to the next rank. If you're stuck, click the link down below, and I'm out. Peace.